How's it going, guys? Bibi here, and it's finally that time of year. It's the first day of the 12 days of anime. So today I'm going to be talking about my experiences when meeting the Japanese Seiyuu Tokai Sora, who is the Japanese voice actor of Nico Yazawa from Love Live. There are two things that I want to mention before I start off. Firstly, I just went to the dentist today, so if I sound a bit funny, that's why, because my mouth is a bit swollen. And the second is that it's very hot here in New Zealand. It's summertime and it is like 25 degrees today. So if I look a bit flushed and I look a bit overheated, that is also why. So with all that out of the way, let's get into the video. So earlier in the year, I flew up to Auckland to go to AkibaCon, and the main reason I was going to this convention was because the voice actor Tokai Sora, I'm going to call her Sora from now on, so Sora was there, and it's very, very rare for us in New Zealand to have a Japanese voice actor come along to a convention. So this was a big deal, and I was really excited, and I wanted to share the experience with you guys. The first thing I want to say is that Sora was lovely. It was awesome to actually get to see her and see the voice actor that plays Nico. I mean, Nico is very iconic, and she's not one of my favourite characters, but she's still pretty awesome. And going to AkibaCon was awesome as well. I had so much fun, and it was definitely an interesting experience. The convention was only for one day, so I decided to just go up to Auckland for one day. I flew in and then I flew home that night. It was very busy. And of course, Sora had her own panel. I thought this was going to be like any panel at a convention where everyone would sit down and they get their cameras out, they start recording with their video cameras, and they take some photos. The guest would answer some questions from the audience, and we get to all have a lovely time. Well, I mean, it was a lovely time, but it didn't really go like that. Even before Sora came out onto the stage, one of the hosts of the panel came out and said that we weren't allowed to take any photos and we weren't allowed to take any video recordings. Needless to say, I was gutted. I was really disappointed because I wanted to share this experience with you guys. I wanted to record the panel, get some photos, and have some things to remember the panel by. And I wasn't able to do any of that. So instead of Sora answering some questions from the audience, they had some questions already made up where Sora would answer them. She had a translator, and the hosts would ask her these questions. Okay, the questions were interesting and I did enjoy myself, but I'm sure that there were plenty of questions that the audience did have that they didn't even ask. So a lot of people were disappointed. Also, the host went as far as to say that if you pull out your camera or your phone to take photos or recordings, you would get chucked out. You'll get one warning, and if you do it again, you would get chucked out of the convention and you're not allowed back in. So that's how harsh a penalty it was. There was definitely one upside of the panel. Sora went down into the audience and she took a selfie with everyone. Unfortunately, I was too short, so I don't think I actually turned up in the photo, but it was pretty awesome. She got everyone to like put their hands up like that, you know, to do the whole Nico Nico ni or whatever it is, you know. And so what she told everyone to do is to count to 3, and then they would all go Nico Nico ni, and she had her camera up and she took a photo. Here's the photo here. It was awesome, and it was lovely to see that she did that, because I mean, most guests won't do that, and considering she had this rule, whether it was her that had the rule or it was her production company or whoever, you know, runs her schedule, said that she's not allowed to get photos taken, we don't know. So, you know, it could have been that it might have cost some extra money or something for the convention to get people to take the photos. You know, I don't know the logistics behind it. But the fact that she went and did that and she posted it up on Facebook was pretty cool. After the panel, I wandered around for a bit, and then it came up close to the time where Sora was going to be giving out signatures. To get Sora's signature, you had to buy something worth $50 or more. So I went to Madman and I bought the box set of Sword Art Online 2. Yes, I like Sword Art Online. It has its faults, but it's a decent enough anime. Anyways, I found out later that you had to buy something from a specific stall. Needless to say, I was really shitty because I just spent the last $50 on that box set and I couldn't go and buy something else from the other stall. And it turned out that they had just run out of the tokens anyways, so I was gutted. A half an hour passes and it turns out that there are actually still some tokens left to get Sora's signature. So I was rather annoyed because I didn't have any money. The only way I was able to get her signature is if I was able to get another $50 or do what I actually did. I did something very naughty. I went and lied and took the DVD box set back. I know I shouldn't have done it, naughty Bibi, slap on the hand. But hey, I flew all the way up to Auckland, which is in the North Island. It's about an hour and a half flight from Christchurch, and I paid for the flights and I was not gonna go home without her signature. I did get my money back and I went across the room to go and buy something from the stall. Now because I lied, I was feeling really guilty and I was kind of trying to duck out of the way of making sure that the people that was across from the room couldn't see me buying something else, because I said that I had to get the money back for some transport money. So yeah, I was like, please don't see me, please don't see me. The time finally came where I could get her signature. I hopped into line and there were two things that she was going to sign. She was very specific as to what she was and wasn't going to sign. Some people wanted to get their DVD and Blu-ray box sets signed, and that was a no-go. What she was allowing to get signed are some like chipboard, square, you know, you see in the anime where they go and get those signed. It was just a cardboard thing that she could sign, or she could sign a Wish Schwartz card of Nico. Now luckily, earlier on, I went and bought this special box. I'll show you it here. This here, I bought. You may have seen this in a prior opening, like hauls video or something. And so I bought this. This was expensive, 90 bucks, because it came with the box, it came with some boosters, and a playmat. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted this, because I bought it earlier on before knowing about the rule of what she would and wouldn't sign. I wanted it for the special signed cards that came in it, because, you know, they're pretty. So there I was in line and frantically opening packs to try and find a nice Nico card. Now, I mean, usually I wouldn't do this. I would have waited until I got home and, you know, enjoyed it. But I wanted to get a card signed, and I did get a card signed. I got this one signed, as you can see here. I mean, the card was a rare, and it would have been nice to have opened like an SP or a, maybe not an SP because those are the signed cards, but you know, a triple rare or something a bit more rare than a rare. How many times can I say rare in one sentence? Jeez. So anyways, I opened that card and I was like, yeah, that's a pretty nice picture. And went up and got it signed, and she was lovely. She wasn't shaking people's hands, which was a bit weird. I don't know, maybe she was worried about catching something, but I found that a little bit strange. Nevertheless, I was really happy to get the card signed and just being able to meet her. So it was an awesome experience to go up to AkibaCon for the day. It was a mad day of catching a flight at 6 o'clock in the morning, finding my way to the convention hall. It was in a hotel, so it was kind of confusing. Finding out that I didn't have enough money to get a token, and then having to lie to actually get my money back to get a token and get something signed. I had an awesome day. Coming home at night, I was very tired, but it was well worth it, and I would happily do it again. So that was my experience of meeting a Japanese Seiyuu. She was my first Japanese Seiyuu, and hopefully she's not going to be the last, but she's the only Seiyuu that I've ever met. And that was my first day of the 12 days of anime. Did you enjoy the video? What did you think of my story? Leave it all down in the comments below. I'm looking forward to reading it all. And if you really enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big like and share it out to all your friends. I'd really appreciate it, and it helps me out a lot. If you haven't already, go check out the rest of my channel. I do anime recommendations, anime news, and anime figure reviews. And I've got plenty of other anime content on there, including my 12 days of anime from last year, and my upcoming videos for the 12 days of anime of 2016. If you didn't know, I'm on social media. I've got a Twitter and a Facebook, and I'm online constantly, so come like me and follow me and say hello. Also, please make sure to come like and follow the 12 Days of Anime Twitter and Facebook, because we're updating that all the time. We're sharing out everyone's videos and sharing out awesome Christmas anime pictures. So make sure to come like and follow those as well. Lastly, if you haven't already, please check the 12 Days of Anime database. We're adding people to it all the time, and there are so many awesome creators. We've got YouTubers and even bloggers this year, so make sure to go check through that list and see what everyone's doing. All the links for my social medias, the 12 Days of Anime social media, and the database will be in the description below. If you want to see more from me and more videos like this, then please make sure to subscribe for a wide range of anime content. From Moe to Mika, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for the second day of the 12 Days of Anime. Bye bye!